Hello Simon and welcome to second week. Now this week was cool for a number of reasons, as you can see in the title. Number one, I got to see George Osborne. Number two, it was May Eve and May Day, specifically today because today is Wednesday, not Thursday, because I'm filming this a day early. And number three, someone recognised me from YouTube. To begin at the beginning, George Osborne came to visit Magdalen College because he's actually an ex-student of Magdalen College. Hopefully you know that George Osborne is the Chancellor of the Exchequer, and he came in to do a very small talk for about, 30 people, and I was one of the few who managed to sit in on that talk. However, I can't tell you about the content of what we discussed because of Chatham House rules were enforced on the conversation, so I'm not allowed to give out any information about what actually went on in the discussion, but I can tell you that I saw him. I was in the second row, and I guess it was kind of exciting. So that was one cool thing that happened this week. Another cool thing that happened this week is going into May Eve. May Eve is the day before May Day being the 1st of May. Now, May Day is most associated with towns and villages celebrating springtime fertility of the soil, livestock and people. Now in Oxford, we celebrate May Day by going out in May Eve and then staying up all night until the early hours of the morning, specifically 6 AM, to hear the choir sing at the top of the Magdalen Tower. Now this is kind of a big deal in Oxford. Loads of people do go out and try to stay up to the early hours of the morning to watch the choir sing at the top of the tower. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to stay up until 6 AM. I actually woke up at 7 AM because I fell asleep. Unfortunately, that means I also don't have footage of the choir singing at the top of the tower, sorry. But trust me, they did do it, and I was told it was really good, and the weather this year was a lot better than last year when we had torrential rain. If you want more details on May Day and like the tradition and why we have it and why they're singing at the top of the tower, I will add information for you in the description. Now moving on to the next part of the video. As mentioned, I was recognised off YouTube by a guy when I was getting ice cream, and this person, turns out they actually got an offer to do PP at Christchurch, so congratulations to that person. It was wonderful to chat to you, and hello. Now this comes to the point of the video. What successes have you had? Because I don't think that we actually celebrate our successes enough. We kind of just, they happen and then we just move on to the next things, but we don't really appreciate how much we do manage to do with our time. So, if you have any successes, whether you've got an offer, whether you just finished your exams, whether you're starting your exams, whether you're doing really well with revision, whether you just got a pet dog, I don't mind, just post your successes, no matter how big, no matter how small, down in the comments, and let's just share. So I'm going to share this success that I am past 700 subscribers, and I would like to say thank you to all of you, and I feel extremely privileged to have a channel with people who watch it and engage with what I produce, because that's what you want as a creator. You want people to like what you're making, and you want them to engage with what you're making and help it grow. So that's what my success is, and that's what I'm thankful for. We can kind of double it up, kind of be like video Thanksgiving. Now moving on to what actually I'm getting up to this term, because I don't have exams, because I'm a second year PPS, and it's amazing, but that also means 100% rides on next year, which is also slightly scary and something I probably don't want to think about just yet. So this time I'm studying political theory and government and politics of Japan on top of my degree. I'll also be doing JCR Vice President stuff, and in addition to that I'll also be participating in the Google Online Marketing Competition. And on top of that, I will also be prepping for a thesis that I'm thinking of writing next term, in which I need to figure out what topic I want to study, want to write about, and then start prepping by doing reading and narrowing down exactly what it is I want to investigate. At the moment, I am tempted by the herbivore men phenomena that has occurred in Japan. If anyone knows any details on that or has any articles to recommend, really appreciate it actually. If you don't know what it is, I will add a link in the description for you to check out. And also because it's Trinity term, the punts are now available, so I'll probably be doing a vlog from punt shortly. Simon, congratulations on your success on securing your DPhil placement. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye!